she has broken through these walls to be able to achieve the things that she wants to achieve.
I don't want to live outside the fire like Garth Brooks sings. I want to be in there all the way. When I dive into the pool, I dive into the deep end, and I swim for broke. And that's how I live my life. That's how I've always lived my life. So I've always been active. And when I was a little kid, it was being on the swim team. And when I was older, it was being in the marching band and on the swim team. And I ran marathons for a little bit when I was younger until I had my first child. So now what I do is I just do 12 laps, breaststroke, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle to kind of cool off from the sprints and everything like that.
Sewing, quilting, martial arts, swimming, roller skating, hiking. She's very active. She has boundless energy. You hardly ever know what she's going to do next because she's always finding so many things to do.
You have to go out the front door, come back in, and after that you're not company anymore, and I can make you wash dishes and whatever else.
Probably less than a year after she quit working, she's is getting really, really bored. So she needed something to do. And she started thinking about going back to school.
I found out about the Texas Senior Academy about 2 years ago. It's a program where if you're over 55 years old, you can take 6 hours at any state school, and all you have to do is pay the admission fee of $75. I started thinking, well, I'll just go back and take some classes for fun. Maybe I can take some music. And at some point during the last 2 years, it hit me. You're not too old. You're still in good health. You could major in music. You could do this.
Well, we got up, and she wanted me to take her to school.
And the band was out in the band lot practicing. And I heard those drums, and I saw those flags, and it took me right back to being in high school and being in the New Mexico State Color Guard, and when we had our glory days marching for the Denver Broncos and marching at the games. And I could feel the music, just pulsing as those drums went off and everything. And I would take my lunch out to the steps, and while the band practiced, I would eat lunch on the steps and just watch practice. And I thought, I wonder if they'd let an old lady like me into the band.
My name is Dr. Joel Pagan. I am Director of Athletic Bands and Associate Director of Bands at Texas Tech University. It's something that you first wonder, okay, why do you want to do this? Second of all, can you do this? Because obviously there's the physical aspect of it, right? There's musically, they're all going to be prepared, but when you get to that certain age, you might think, okay, are they going to be able to handle everything that we do? But she reminded me very quickly of everything that she does and how active she is.
Yeah. You do karate, you swim, you walk, you hike, you do all these things. You could march again. The karate has really prepared me better than anything else for everything.
And that is one of the great things about Judy, is that when she has her heart and her mind set to something, she's an unstoppable force. So when she said that she was going to audition for the Goin Band, it didn't surprise me.
It's all mental. It's all your mind saying, I can do this, I will do this, I will not quit. I can do this, I will do this, I will not quit. When I got up off the floor and I realized I had passed my black belt test, it was another one of those moments that changed my life forever, because I knew that I never had to quit anything.
The youngest person ever was born today.
I'm like Bilbo Baggins. I'm quite ready for the next adventure. And so I thought to myself, well, I'll be, 71 when I finish, or 70, but how old will I be if I don't do it? Music is not just something I hear and learn and perform. It's something that's inside of me, that's part of who I have been genetically, I guess you could say. One One of the things we talk about at karate is be in the moment for each thing that you're doing that you have to perform, and don't worry about the next step or the next step because you've learned it. When I'm performing, whether it's doing a recital or doing a kata or doing what I did, Saturday, I don't feel like I'm there. I almost feel like I'm outside myself watching myself do it.
What's there to hold in the light of this moon? My mind keeps searching.
Dear music.
But my heart decides.
How can I count the ways that you've been a blessing to me? How can I count the ways that you've helped me express myself when nothing else could? Maybe that perfect song comes on the radio and I don't have words for why I feel like crying, but the song says it better than I can. Maybe I don't know how to make that certain quilt or draw that certain picture or give my grandchild that perfect hug or talk to my daughter about something really important or express myself. But music could do it. The idea of not having a world with music is too desperate and dark and gloomy to think about. So dear music, I hope that you're around forever, and I never want to lose you.